and I'll open my fire up. Okay, now I don't need this thing here, so let me open it. Tmux, and I'll just run the project. Oh, I'm using a different stream now. Holy grail. Let me change it. Let me change the title as well. So this is our look like, so it will be Flutter morning coding. Um, cherry shape. And then this will be education. Save. No, 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 no. Yep. So the title was kind of boring at the time. So yep. There is one more thing. I think my OBS mic had okay. No, it is working. I think my mic has been muted. Yeah. So now this is good. So anyway, so I can do a hot reload, and our counter app looks good. Let's fire up this main.dart file and let's have it here, and maybe I'll just, should I remove it? Let's remove this thing here. And this thing too, I really don't need this. And I can remove comment one by one, or maybe let's say how much. And I really don't need this color schema. And what I really like to have it here, like instead of returning this one, let's use material app here plus the home. And I know this will be, and my apps. Let's change the demo here. What will call voucher shape. Yeah, design. Oh, I think I need to increase the font a little bit, actually. Let me see. Where is that? Here is the font size. I had it. Yeah, okay. Not sure. Okay. I really don't need this. And not sure it will be. Okay. This is quite a big font. Am I right? Yeah. How much line do I have? This is quite big. I really don't like it. Like too much, too much. This is too much. This is like hard. Okay. I think this is better now for you guys. So I can do a hard restart and it is nothing. And I really don't need this thing. Maybe remove with this scaffold, and this will be a body. Can I move it down? No, I can't. Now let's just have it as a column or maybe a center, and child will have a custom painter. or a shape border. We're going to use a shape border that will be much more better. So we'll use material, this one, and we'll have like shape and our voucher shape border. We can pasta flex. We'll come back here and let's add a little bit. So we don't have it here. Let's add the child. Let's just use the size box for now on with maybe 200, height 100. This makes sense, I believe. And then we can go at the top. So we really don't have it here. So plus voucher shape border. Outline border, we can use that one. Outline border. This one. We can just override few other stuff from here. So let me say what it says. Override all the stuff. Yep. We're gonna override this thing. So this is what it will be. Let's just return this from now. And we can collapse it. Get inner part. I'm going to play with the outer part. So let's just use the get outer part from here. And text direction equals the text direction. And same way, let's call up this thing as well. Okay. So then we can come back here. Get outer part. For now on, yeah, I can use it. Let's create a path instance and return the path instance, and from this path add rect. Yeah, okay, I already had that one. So return the rect. Void pen, not gonna do anything. For the time being, let's return this because I'm not gonna play with this thing anymore. Okay, so this is the place I'm going to work on, and we have it here. For the record, let's add a row. Uh, we really don't need this one. Children. This is boring. I mean, I can just use a placeholder. So, no directional widget found. Why? I have it here. So this is our inner shape will look like. Maybe I can provide a different color here. Okay. Okay, I had this issue now. Let's fix it. Why it got on this thing? I have some LSP issue. Color is not range. But I'm new to the new Vim or Vim keybinding, so pardon me on this part, okay? So now how can we create that shape? What we have? This one, this shape. So we need to move arc from this place to this place to this place. So we'll just subtract the path, and we can do the same for this one and same for this. So yeah. So here, this is what we have on the rect. Now let me show you how this thing actually works. So I can use a subtract. How that thing I don't know. Card section. Yeah, card section will have another path here. And for the record, let's create a single path as a circle. So card se okay, here is the thing. Let me close it and let me bring it again. Why I did it? Because my recipe didn't working like pretty good. So okay, if you're thinking, hey, why it is still here, let me show you. Because Tmax is holding this state. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add a circle. Card section dot and let's add the oval for the timing. Okay, rect from circle, and for the center and radius, I'll use two different variable from here. Maybe I should get from the I uh, come on. The radius, then it will be too little, but anyway, we'll get the idea. 15th and final center. Let's just show me how to cut from the center, okay? So I can get from this position, and I misspelled it. I BIW it takes int cannot be assigned in a double. Sometimes I really don't like how they treat the number. Hey, oh, I haven't subtracted. So this is what I can do. Let me show you. I can return a path and then combine path.combine. I forgot that. It's been quite some time. Yeah, this one. So our path first one will be our main path, and second one will be cut path, and this one path operation the difference. I think I might need to change the now. You see, this is working, so I can control it from here. Like if I do 10 or 12, do what register. As you can see, you have got the idea how this actually is working. Maybe for the record, where is that? Let's play with these two sections first. Okay. Um, so for this two section, all I need to do is control this radius, and so for this one, so main what we call it, top and bottom. Should we call it like horizontal circle? Horizontal circle radius. I'll misspell it again. Break dot width. No, let's use reg dot height. And how much we like to have it? Like 20%. Let me see how actually it look like. Horizontal. Okay, not that bad. So all I need to do is change this position from here. So I cannot use this center. I can use this one. So this offset will be for the CX rect dot left. I can use it. I'll change it. So, and this will be rect dot top. Let me now, if I do a hot restart, you can see it is getting cut off here. But what we want this kind of position. So I just need a ratio how much I like to shift it here. So should I take a parameter? Yes, I will take a argument. So let me use a hard-coded value here. So top shift, or maybe we can use it. Yeah, X shift. I really don't know what to call it. Let's say we wanna start from the second position, like 20% of it, then it will move on that position. I think it makes sense. So what I'm going to do from the center on the left, I will just add more width. So how much width we'd like to shift here? X shift. So it will be X shift, rate dot weight. So yeah. Now we can see, hey, it is getting shipped. And we can add another, like, if we like, we can add another one. So let me change this one here. What all I need to do instead of top, I can just use the bottom here. So I can do, you can see it is getting better. It is actually easy. I don't know why people just means oh, there is something I did. I don't know what I did. There are so many shortcuts, I still don't know. Okay, now let me add a little bit comment. So top cut, and this next section is going to be, oh, so this is bottom cut. Now this is not that really difficult to do. What we need now is to have like outside control. And another thing I like to do, like, let's increase this thing. Let's have it like full width. I really don't have to give it. Um, and for the child, let's just use the placeholder. And let's wrap with the padding region and maybe just change it 24. And uh, this one, let's wrap with the widget. We can use a aspect ratio. Aspect ratio will be like 4:3. Yeah, I think this looks still now. 4 by, let's use 2. It will be how, but much better. So yeah, let's come here. So this is working. Okay, and now we need to add this kind of stuff. What I mean by this kind of stuff, like, we're going to play with this section now. Okay, so now, but let's have a for loop here. So for, let's just use double. Double, this will be j or y equal to 0, and y is smaller than. Okay, I shouldn't be using 0 here. I could just use top and reg dot bottom. And now y plus equal to What should we call it? Horizontal circle? Means I really don't know. I'll come back here. So let's use the double radius and let's reg dot height. Like how much we like to have it here? Maybe 10% or 5. How much we want? 6? 10. This is good. Trust me, it is really hard to type with this much bigger font. It is not easy for me. Oh, there is some cool thing I can do in new Vim, like in Vim. See, like twin light didn't open it. Uh, what I mean by twin light, yeah, this is what I mean. So I can just focus on a single thing. Okay, now I need to add lots of path here. So cut section dot add. We're going to use arc and we can also use oval as well. Both will work. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we can use oval. So and oval will be final this. But I usually prefer using arts to point. That makes more sense. But anyway, both will work. It doesn't matter what we use. So we're gonna use rect from circle again. This one. And we need to have a center and the radius. We already have that radius. We need to have this center. So what we will have center here. All we are going to change is y offset. So for the record, I mean for this one, let me name it left cuts. So for the x, it will be reg dot left, and for the y, we'll have that y. So now, if I do a hot restart, hey, you can see there are lots of stuff. But this left is getting out of the hand, so I need to shift a little bit. How much I will shift? Radius by 2. And this is still not looking good. Why this is not good? From top section to bottom, let me add some extra stuff like fine. How does it look? It is actually working, but what I did here, how much is this? This is not the exact circle, okay? If it is a circle, it will also make sense. Yeah, I need to remove a little bit. So not just 3. Still not getting it. Why? Why? From the left will be this section. It makes sense. Yes, it will be. And for this section, yeah, this is also correct. Radius at 5. It's okay. Maybe 9. It is working. You can see the cut, but what I actually need, I need to make it much more deeper or lighter. That is what I'm thinking of. Let's use 9 here. Yep, the size was quite a big. Also, I could just replace uh, replace with like 4. and you can see that tiny. Let's come on. Okay, you can see this looks much more better. And but I need to find the ratio. I'll think about the ratio later because this is getting quite big. Like, let's have the 10. 10 is much better. And now this section, like, it is starting from this position. So yeah, I'll change something here. So instead of rect.top, and why is starting from the correct position? Maybe I like to have some gap here. So let's add some gap, and then let me remove this thing here, this placeholder. Okay. Now I can see better. Now this thing is working, but this top section is doesn't look very good. How can I fix it? This is the exact top section. Like what we did here to make it better. We had a little bit gap, and for the circle we can remove a little bit this side. So I did it actually. I didn't use the hub section. I really know if the Padmas is causing this issue. No, it wasn't the issue at all. And why is coming? Oh, let's delete it. Let's delete this one. Let's try it. So it is getting that way, which is nice, but it is not getting totally down. That's why I like to have it here. Like, if I change it, break dot height, and let's have like 20 of them, then we will have a little bit better. Come on, why it is not working? 20 is quite a big. This is what this is where I need to have a perfect ratio. Like, how much you want it here? It actually depends what is the size of this. I could use math.min and then to do those stuff, but let's have it 10. No. 5, 6. Oh, this is the radius. Hold on. There is something I need to think. This is the radius, not the number of item it will have. And the radius will be doubled by something like that. Am I right or am I wrong? Yes. Radius is not the full height. So that's where I need to think of it. I'm making quite a wrong decision here. Let's just have it like 15 and let's remove it. And now we'll have something like this. Wait, this is good. Oh, okay. Now What can we do? Like, this is the thing, this is the y-axis. This is actually the thing and everything is working perfect. But what I am not understanding, there is somewhere something um I'm not doing right. There is somewhere something I wasn't doing right. Yes. So this is the top section and this is the bottom section. Now this is better. But I really don't like to have this kind of cutoff at the top. So I like to have like 5 and maybe 5 pixel button. Oh, this won't be 5, this will be a minus. And now this is good. But I really don't understand why this thing is getting cut off here because I am using top plus 5 dash when it will start from below from the 5 pixel. That is what it's supposed to be doing. But this thing, stupid. I'm stupid. You know why I'm stupid? Because that's the center. Now, hold on. Where is that thing? Yeah, this. Okay, let me turn off the twin light. This is what I mean. So TY will be something like this. Now you can get it. What was the issue there? I was getting from the top section and adding some gap, but the radius is half of the total width of the circle. That was the issue. So now if I do it like 5 pixel differentiate and radius is of course twice height, and so now it will go and it will look good. Now what all you need to do for the right part, just copy this thing and come here and paste it. So for the right part, just change it here. Come on. So this is the top section. Everything is good. This is the X section. All I need to do, right? And instead of plus, it minus it will be plus. And now if I do a hot restart, as you can see, this is a quiet and responsive shape. This is not actually that hard if you do few times. Like, yeah, this is actually easy thing to do. And now what I can do, can I play a little pinch from this section? Maybe you like to have a different color to you. If you'd like to have a different color, let me show you. I have this X shift, so I can really take a argument here. So final double X shift, what do you call? And let's use the comp voucher shape border. And let's just put 3, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter for me. And now I'll need to find this X shape. What is that thing? This. Okay. This. So this is good. Now I can pass this from here, except if I like to have it on the 4, I can use it. Okay. Now if I do a hot restart, you can see this is moving. And maybe you like to, hey, I really don't like it. I like to increase it. You can do whatever you want. It will just move that position. And I'll use 2 or maybe 2.5. This looks better. And what you can do with this thing of, let me do a quick recap what I did here. So this is the path I have. This is the main base path, and then I added the main rectangle from here. So let me show. This is the main. So what I did, let me bring here. This is our voucher shape border, and we have X shift, how much it will shift. And if I did nothing here, I just override one method. Hold on. So this is the thing, get inner path. I did nothing here. Let me show you. On inner path, I just returned the outer path, and on the outer path, I have done something. So here on outer path, it is the default. I have declared a path and added a rect, and then I have the horizontal circle radius. You can also take the argument or parameter for this one, and this is the cut section. And for the cast section, for the top section, this one, I have used a circle, rect from circle, and for the center, the offset, I have shift the rect width, the thing I have, and the X shift. So the amount of width I have, and then how much percentage we like to move from the center. That's what I did here. And this is the radius. You can always take an argument for this one. So same goes for the bottom one, but for this one I just use this one. What I did here, where is y rect dot bottom? Yeah. So you can see this is what I did. So rect dot bottom, and for this one rect dot top. Nothing like fancier. And for this radius, like right and left cut, what I did, this is the double radius I have, and then I used a follow. Let me make it bigger. So here we start from the top, edit a little gap in between, then I have the radius, this inner circle, I like this one, and then how much we like to go at the bottom. So this is what I did. You can change the value, and the radius is the half width, so I need to multiply by 2 and then center. So I used this cut section, the main part we had earlier, and then added oval one by one with this for loop, and this oval comes from this rect from circle and center, and this center is this position, like the top left. It is starting from the top left, and it goes from the top left bottom, bottom left, whatever you say. So this is how it goes, and I can actually just get it from this rectangle, the thing we have from this method, like this one here, this outer part. And this is actually it. Nothing more fancier. Like this is the right section, and all I need to do, change the path operation. And that's all. And I haven't done anything like shape. You can do here. Like it is not that really hard. Like if you like to have a different color from this different section, we can do it here. If you want to see, I can have you here like final let's add the different color from this section and this section. Will it be cool? Yeah, I bet so. So final paint, what we called painter, or just paint colors dot green. Okay, green. Okay, let's just have it here. And what are we trying to do here? So let me bring we like to have two different color from this position and this position. So we already have the rect, we have our offset, canvas. We can use draw color. No, draw rect, and this rect will like left rect. and we have that painter here. I just need to declare the left rect here. So left rect, rect from oh, rect from rect and corner. I can use rect this one, but there was something called dialect. Deflect, yeah, this is the shift kind of stuff. Let's not make it complicated or add all others method. So easy way, left dot, wait, this one, left and top. So for the left, reg dot left, reg dot top, and for the width and height, reg dot width, can x shift and reg dot height. Okay, too much big for me here. So now I have this one. Let's just do a hot restart. As you can see, it is getting paid. Oh shit. This is uh this is getting overlapped. How can I actually handle that thing here? Should I get the get outer path? I forgot it. Sorry, bro. So get outer path. I can get it here. And what we have from paths, I can play with this path like mm, draw path. That will be easier. This is the main path I get from this get outer path. But I'm supposed to getting the inner path the same way. So if I do like get inner paths, I'll have it the same because I have overridden it. Now how can I just get this kind of stuff? Not that much. So but from how can I just do it? There should be a way. But the app shift contains get bounce. This one. Oh no 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 no. This is not what I wanted. One option is I can just copy and paste, but that is not the thing I like to do. Another thing I can do, path difference here, like in left section, path the difference combine, path the difference, and I need to come on. You shouldn't be doing like this one, like for section one, I will have that one and section, or I can just use rec from it will be a path, not the rect. But so dot add to rect and rect from left. So rect dot left, rect dot top, and for the weight, rect dot weight, shift, and rect dot. I think there are much more easier way to handle it, not to do it like this. This is not working. Why? Oh, because left section. Actually, we can do many tricks to play with this kind of path operation. We really don't have to be like super charismatic. You can have the gradient and all other stuff. Maybe just draw a line. Maybe just draw a line this section to this section. We can have it. So I think I'll stop now. It is 6 a.m. 1 hour is done. And so how can we actually use it? You can pass or rent like pass and to the painting there. Also, you can just use a row children and like text 60% off, maybe 60% off, and then have a column children other stuff. So here is the thing you need to remember. Let me show you. So we are going to use the flex here. What I mean by flex, let me also wrap with the widget and flexible this one. Like how much we have this here, X shift 25%. So I can use like flex. If you are not good at math, you can just use 25. And for this one, flex 75. Have you got this thing? So you have this one, will take this kind of place and that one. Let me add the placeholder in this section. Placeholder, so it will be easier for you guys. So it should take 75%. Now we have some padding around it, like this cut section. It was taking some space. So we can wrap with the padding. Having all isn't that really bad. Actually, I'm making this mistake here. This makes sense, and maybe you like to rotate this wrap with widget and rotate box turns like 1 2, and this is let's have some spacing 20. Okay, I made one more ton. Like it should be a 1 ton. So this is, you can like literally play the way you want, and you can always position and fix those stuff. One more thing, this one, because we are having a different color on the material and the green. How did the green came from? Let me come here. Let me add some text so then it will be easier for me. Paint is getting over there. Should I fix it? Red is working because it is behind the thing, but the green is having on at the top. Shape border is having at the top. Maybe this is a bad idea. Hmm. This is a bad idea to have. Maybe I'll check it later. How can I do it on that section? It actually wasn't the issue. I really use this kind of shape with this stack. What I mean, I usually prefer using a stack and then I use that thing. So, not this place. Let me show you what is the actual use case for me. Let's wrap with the column stack and I will have it here and then I can okay no. Then I can cut it and paste this thing here and I really don't need that. So and this will be a wrap with the with oh no like hold on wrap with the widget and and position. We can use position this one, position between, and then, or we can just use a fit stack fit dot span. We really don't have to deal with those kind of stuff. Now you can just position this thing. You really don't need to have this kind of row. Um, left right you can have this padding here. Makes sense. You don't need this. I should be using surrounding and so this is the thing. Okay, and now we don't need that thing. And let's have some padding. Wrap with the widget and you can use position or align. I'm gonna use position. If you like to maintain the ratio, align is the big thing, but if you want to fix the position on a certain edge, then position widget is the best. So I'm going to position at the left is equal to 24 and top is equal to 0, bottom is equal to no, not 0, 24. Okay. And I can literally copy this thing, paste it here, and paste it here. Now this looks better. Okay, let me save it and do a hot restart. You might be asking, hey, this is getting overlap. Yeah, I know. And text align, text align dot center. And I think you already know how to do this kind of stuff. Like I can use text style font size like 32. Uh, the main difficult thing I'm having is like writing with this large font in front of my eyes. And about this kind of stuff, it won't be a top, left. It will be. Hold on. Why did I change it this font? This will be right 110. There will be some padding here, and if you use a column, like column main exercise, maybe you like to have it min, and maybe you like to center it as well, you can have it here. And for the children, let's have some details. We gonna then I can do a hot restart. As we can see, you can just play it along. And if you like to center it, maybe you can shift it from this position, or maybe use the align widget. That makes more sense. But yeah, let me show you what I mean by align. Align, in case you use a position for position region, and for alignment, for the x-axis, this is the x-axis. It will be a -1 something like minus, like it was having 0.25, so we can use 13. What is -13? It is not gonna be -13 because it is coming from the -1, then we'll subtract it, so it will be like 87. And for the y-axis, we can use 0. So now this thing is at the center. If you haven't got it, okay, you haven't got it why I use it. Let me show you what I mean. Like this is, let me bring it. This is x-axis. This is the x-axis, okay? And this is y-axis. So the x-axis is the red, and y-axis is a different color. Let me, yeah, this greeny thing here. So this is quite relative to the width. So how this thing happen, like if we start from this one, is start from -1, this value is -1, and it ends with the 1, and same goes for this one. So it is 1 at the bottom. Hey, why I cannot just resize it? I can. Okay, I can. So this is 1, and this is -1. I hope you have got the idea how actually this works. So if I have this, like let me use it 20% opacity. So this is quite relative in a stack. In a stack, we start from this position. This is -1, -1, and this the left, from left to right, from top to bottom, and it has been remapped from -1 to 1. That's it. So I think you have got the idea, and let me post on the GitHub so you guys can play with it. Flutter art. This one, should I put it here, or I just use a gist? Um, let me. What should I call it? Ships. And then name it voucher ship.dot. And let me copy the whole thing from this one. Okay. This one, and let me go here. I think I could just use it just here. Okay, this will be under MIT. I don't know. I think I already have it licensed. So, yep. Anyway, yep. Let's just voucher slip stream. How much time did you waste? Wow, it was so much time on this one. So let me just bring it here. Let me go. Anyway, thank you. So yeah, you can play with it. Why I like to use this thing here instead of like custom painter. Let me show you. Where is the shadow colors? Colors dot black elevation. Okay, this is getting out of hand. You can see the elevation. It is not getting cut off. It is having here. Got it? That's why I like this section here. So that's why I like to use the shape border instead of those kind of stuff. So yep, thank you. I'm gonna add a star link there too.